Another statement and or question or emphatical notion that I've heard a couple times is that businesses that rely on leaving cryptocurrency with a third party is doomed. And that would be like saying any business that in the 30s or the 20s or whatever time, any business that relies on leaving your money with a third party, aka a bank, is doomed. And at certain times in history, that might have been the case if you lived through the Depression or things like that. However, the reason that we do that is because as a whole, those institutions can offer us more security than we can offer on our own. So a big problem give me an example right now, the cannabis industry right now. The cannabis industry is in the middle of regulating, not being regulated. Some states do it, some governments don't allow it to happen. And the reality is a big challenge that they have is the cash. They can't use banks. And so they have huge hordes of cash, and their security is a major issue. And the cost of managing that physical cash is almost overwhelming. So there's a lot of work being done in, okay, how do we get this into the banking system? How do we get regulation in there? And so it's the same thing. Like when you're dealing with crypto, if I'm going to store, I am not an expert to store my crypto myself. I'm going to put it with the absolute best, crypto storage, place out there. And eventually they're going to have insurance around it. And it's going to work just like every other regulated, market efficient environment. And that's where it's going to go. So, it's maybe some people are more comfortable having their crypto in cold storage and keeping it on a piece of paper in their wallet or in their safe in their house. And that's fine. But on scale, it's going to have to be dealt with by third parties.